and today we are going to be looking at lesson 3 in your science book on page 324. And as you read through the text, be thinking about cause and effect, how one thing causes another thing to happen, and there'll be spots that we stop along the way and talk about that. On page 324, we have some ancient Egyptian pyramids. Let's read. The ancient Egyptians built these pyramids a long time ago. The ancient Egyptians lived before trucks and cranes. It was hard to move the heavy stones they needed. The ancient Egyptians were good problem solvers. They may have pushed the heavy stones up dirt ramps. They moved the stones all the way to the top of the pyramids. You've maybe studied something about the Egyptians before, or the pyramids that were built. How might those pyramids be built today? Do you think we would be using just dirt ramps? I'm going to use the word today from in the question, and I would say today we would use machinery to build. We would use machinery to build them, wouldn't we? Moving on to the next page, we're going to talk about moving, but we're going to talk about the word motion, because motion, it says, motion is the act of moving. Objects can move in different ways. A swing can move back and forth. The blades of a fan move round and round. You push a toy truck across the floor. The truck moves in a straight line. You may move the truck in a curve or a zigzag motion too. Zigzag means you push the truck one way and then another way. And here we've got a time to stop and think about that cause and effect. Write the effect of pushing the toy truck. So if you push, that's the cause, you push it. What is the effect? Well, the effect would be, and you go ahead and write this in, the effect would be the truck is going to move. And again, the effect is going to be the truck will move straight if you push it straight, or it'll move in a curve or a zigzag if you push it in those directions. Looking at this page, get this scooched over a little bit for you. Force. You can move things in different ways. A push or a pull that makes something move is called a force. A force changes the way an object moves. So think if you're pushing something in one direction, you want it to move a different way, you're going to have to use some force. Okay, if you're pushing someone on the swing, it's your pushing is the force behind it. You need to apply more force to move heavier objects than lighter ones. Suppose you're pushing a shopping cart. The cart is easier to move when it is empty. The cart is harder to move when it is full. The question for you to think about is, would you need more force to move a book or a pencil? Tell how you know. There is a lightning lab activity, and that is to use a ball and compare some ways that the objects move and how your push and your pull affects the ball. We're going to move on though to the playground picture, and it says, look at the boy on the slide. Draw an arrow to show how he will move. And which way would he move? Yep, he's going to be moving down. And then we also have gravity helping us, but the force is pushing him or pulling him downward. At the seesaw or teeter-totter, a push helps the girls go up and down on the seesaw. So whose turn is it to push right now? That's right, right now it's this girl's turn to push because her feet would be on the ground, and then she can push off, and then it would be the other girl's turn. Looking at the direction, this is page 328. An object will move in the direction it is pushed or pulled. Suppose you change the direction of the force. The object will move in a different direction. Objects can move toward or away from something. Someone kicks you the ball moves toward you. You kick it back, the ball moves away from you. Objects can move up and down. You push up a window to open it, you pull down a window to close it. And then we've got pictures of kids playing soccer. They're out on the field, And in the picture here with the girl kicks the ball. Is she going to kick it toward her or away from her? How would she kick it? She would kick it away from her. Just think about in soccer how many times you're changing direction. Doing that a lot in that game. Fast and slow, near and far. And again, in soccer, sometimes you're kicking the ball really fast, and sometimes you're kicking it really far. Sometimes you have a shorter distance to kick. Let's read. The speed of an object depends on the amount of force that is used to move it. Speed is how fast or slow an object moves. How far an object moves depends on how much force is used. It takes more force to move objects farther. How fast and far an object moves depends on the surface. A ball can move fast and far on a hard, smooth surface. It will not move as fast or far on a rough or soft surface. Again, we've got a time to stop and think about cause and effect. You push a wooden block across the floor. Tell what can change how fast and far the block moves. Of course, you could push it harder and use more force. We could also change whether we have it on an incline going downhill, or we could change the smoothness or roughness of the surfaces. The question with the pencil underneath that moving soccer ball says the boy kicks the ball hard. It will move. So how's it going to move? If he kicks it hard, it is going to move fast or slow. It's going to move fast if he's kicking it hard. There's my little and sign. And will it stay near or will it go far? And it would also go far. Excellent. Have a great afternoon and enjoy watching force and motion all around you. Undo that.